Send it out to 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell, who is also there on the scene. Kim, what can you tell us from where you are?
I want you to take a look behind me. You can see the Cathedral pedestrian bridge right across the, actually know what cars are coming by to block in our view, but I'm joined right now by MDOT spokesperson Diane Cross. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Tell me what you know right now about what happened here.
Well, what we believe has happened, and talking with MSP about this, is that we believe one of the type of vehicles, it's like a waste hauler, possibly had the back end of its mechanism up in the air and it hit the bridge, and that's what knocked it down. It was not an old bridge at all. In fact, our latest testing had it fair to good. So the bridge was in good shape, but unfortunately it was hit with such a force, and depending on what the speed was, we don't know. That'll be up to MSP to do an accident investigation, but that truck hitting that bridge is what has brought it down. And as you can see, when you see with the pics, it brought it crashing down.
And talk to me about what the process is now. What does MDOT do now that they have this mess?
Well, number one is we got to get the road open. We're the Department of Transportation, so we want traffic moving, and we are so sorry that folks are having to sit in these delays this morning because we want traffic moving. So our first thing, after police investigate the accident, as soon as we can, we're going to get that off the road to get it reopened. Can't tell you, though, if it's going to be a couple hours, a couple days. Don't have any idea. I doubt it's going to be a couple hours. It's going to take quite some time to get that out of there.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
I never have. I never have. And I'm sure with the pictures you're going to show and other people will post on social media, it is unbelievable.
Now, there are rules when it comes to how high a vehicle can be. Tell me about that.
I admit I don't know what this particular bridge is. Being a pedestrian bridge, we always think of safety first, so it was probably actually pretty high. It is one of our older bridges, though. It was not rebuilt when the freeway itself was rebuilt, but I don't know what the height was. But the truck itself could go under, but the back end of it, that was probably in the up position, but it's early still. Police will have to do the investigation, but we believe that back end of the truck was up, and that is what knocked the freeway or the bridge over.
And so are inspectors out here just yet?
Inspectors are coming out here. We've got just the emergency crews on the scene right now, the people that are going to start looking at it along with police to see what needs to be investigated before we can get the road reopened. But again, it's still pretty early. It's been just about an hour that this happened.
Anything else that you want to tell our viewers?
No, we just want to tell you to avoid the area. Stay away from the Southfield Freeway, anything from Ford Road to maybe Plymouth. Stay away from the Southfield Freeway. Remember, I-96 is open, so if you need to maybe go north and south, maybe jump on a 96 and take one of the other north-south roads.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you are so busy this morning. And out here, if you take a look at this bridge, we have a pretty good view here that you haven't seen just yet of what happened, how it just crumbled from this side. I was up close to the bridge and I could look down and I could actually see a part of that garbage truck underneath the bridge. So it definitely does look, from our vantage point, like that piece of the truck just hit the bridge and did this damage. We can see a garbage truck just a ways up the road. I'm not sure if you can see. We're going to look a little bit down the freeway. You can see a white garbage truck down the way that had some damage to it. We don't know if that's the truck that was involved or not. Now, also of interest out here for a lot of Lions fans, Matthew Stafford was out here. I have that confirmed. He actually was in the Range Rover that is right behind Michigan State Police, just on that side of the bridge. His security, the head of security for the Lions, came out, switched out cars with him so that he could get to practice. We're told other Lions players were also out here, but were able to get off just after the accident, get off of M39 and make their way to work. So a lot of people, though, out here stuck in traffic. Not fun. At least they got to see Matthew Stafford. Some of them were telling us that was exciting for them because everybody is a Lions fan. But in the meantime, avoid this area, the Southfield between Joy and Ford. It's definitely a big mess. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Hey, Kim, real quick before you go, I just want to make sure you're reporting live from the service drive area, right?
Yes.
Is that pretty backed up? Can we get a shot of how?
Yeah, this is the service drive. If you take a look, you can see it is just nonstop cars. It is a parking lot out here, and this is an area where people can get through. On M39, cars can't even move. They are stuck. They're turning some of them around and letting them go off of they're exiting on the entrance ramp, something they don't usually let you do, but there's not really much of a choice in this situation. People are just down there waiting. One gentleman told me, you know what, I'm supposed to be at work at 6 o'clock. Clearly that's not going to happen. It's way past that.
All right, Kim, thank you so much for that live report. Again, you know, as MDOT said, Southfield Freeway there, what a mess. To stay away really from Ford to Plymouth, and keep in mind I-96 is open now.
All right, and we're going to continue to follow this breaking news throughout the morning here on TV 20. Of course, we're also going to get you updated with the weather and everything else that's going on with that as well.